everybody, Grand Rising Kings and Queens. Wake your asses up. It's HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. I got the boy, the fam in the building, in the lab with me this morning. What up, Wafeeq?
What's up, party people? How y'all living? Everybody hyped this morning? I hope so, because I'm hyped.
Are you hyped?
I'm always hyped, brother. Every day I wake up on the right side of the dirt is a good day to me.
Why are you so damn chipper this morning?
I like the nighttime, man. Driving into the studio this morning, it was dark, and I realized I'm a night person, and I just like when the city is dark. Every time I go up to New York, I love walking around outside when it's dark. I love walking around Raleigh when it's dark. Sometimes I walk by people's windows when it's dark. They might call the police, but I feel like that's just par for the course. That's part of the game.
Word. Well,
I know how to run too. I can run fast from the police.
I know how to run, but I only got about one lap around the football field is all I got. How you stretch it all the way out, I got one lap I can go hard on. If you catch me in that one lap, hey, it's a wrap for me. I'm like, and then like when it comes to fighting, I always say I'm like Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson Punch Out. Like if you make it a minute and a half, you got a good chance.
Yeah, you'll tire yourself out.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, you got a minute and a half to knock me out, because you have a minute and a half to survive.
Right.
If you survive that first minute and a half, that's what I told my lady. So,
you got to do some damage in that minute and a half.
Man, I can do a lot of damage. Like I told her, like, man, you can do a lot in 5 minutes.
Right. That's the best minute and a half
of your life, at least of your week.
Don't sleep, ladies. That first minute and a half for that minute man is the best minute and a half of sex you'll get in a long time.
I'm not a minute man though, because see, the thing about sex is you get to lay down when you having sex. I can do that all day.
Okay.
It's when you got to get up and run. And my back start hurting. That's when it get bad for me, man.
You better not ever mess with a married woman or somebody who's got a man like that, because if he comes home, you might have to run.
Nah. Luckily, God has blessed me with a certain level of skills.
Okay.
Just in case a husband comes home. Now, if I get shot, I get shot. But if it's hand-to-hand combat, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna take them out.
Yeah. I would use the woman as a shield, to be honest with you. I would grab her and then hold her in front of me and the guy and his gun, a human shield. Because I feel like, you know what? She's the reason I'm here in this situation. She should be the one to take this bullet.
Well, I mean, you could just act gay.
Oh, you know what? That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that for that reason.
Well, like you just act gay. Is it like what's going on? Hey, girl, your hair is in knots. We got to get this done. Oh my God, this is him. This is Mr. Man.
What?
Hey.
What? Brilliant. Because I've acted gay before to get free stuff, but never for that.
I've never acted gay, but I'm thinking if I got to, that's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna play that role.
Oh, I've done it before, man. There used to be a store in the mall that I grew up in called not Journeys. It was called, I think it was like a precursor.
You was acting gay in Journeys?
It wasn't Journeys. It was something else. It was like a local version of Journeys, and they used to sell Timbs, and I wanted some Timbs. And there was a gay guy that worked there, so I would come in and act kind of sweet.
And flirt with him?
Yeah, to give him the impression like he had a chance. I'd be like, oh, this is nice. What kind is this? Do y'all have this in a 12? And he'd be like, oh, this would look good on you. I'd be like, girl, I know it would look good on me.
Did you just smack your lips with it? Did you just,
what do you think? Would this look good on me? I don't know. I'm curious. And they'd be like, oh, you curious? Are you curious? I'd be like, well, you know, I'm curious. And they'd be like, well, let me give you my employee discount. I'd be like, oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate that.
Oh,
and then I would
wow. Leave. Wow, you just sold your soul for a pair of butters.
Hey, look, you know, it was rough back then.
Man, it ain't never been that damn rough. You ain't get me to flirt with no dude for nothing. For nothing.
I just let him on.
To save my life, I might be like, hey, but that's about it.
I had the broken wrist and everything. I'm like, what? You don't say. Really?
Did you do the hard S's?
The hard S's?
Scandalous. Yo, I was watching Mo Money the other day, right?
Okay.
And there was this scene that I forgot about. So when Damon Wayans, his character Johnny,
Yeah.
Still first gets the credit card, gets his first credit card.
Mm-hmm.
He takes Marlon to go test it out. So they go to a jewelry store.
Right.
And they're acting gay.
Right. That movie is hilarious.
Man, yo, see, people don't understand the comedic genius. Like, when I think about movies of the 90s, there is no singular person that had more just straight bangers than Damon Wayans.
You know what? Last Boy Scout was supposed to be his coming out party with Bruce Willis. He was going straight legit movie star.
Right, yeah. And I mean, Last Boy Scout was good. Then he also made Bulletproof?
Yeah.
With Adam Sandler?
Yep.
You know, so he was crossing over. I don't know what held him back, what stopped him, because like the thing is, the whole Wayans family, like White Chicks crossed over Scary Movie crossed over the Marlon and Sean. I mean, Damon Wayans led Major Payne, which is probably one of the definitely top 10 movies of the 90s.
Yeah,
funny comedies.
I think it was the situation. They have a reputation that they're hard to work with in Hollywood, and at that time, so he got fired from SNL in 1987 because Lauren Michaels said that he was under a lot of pressure to be the next Eddie Murphy, but he fired him. And then he was working with his brothers, and I think it was that he always wanted his family with him, and he always wanted his brother Keenan to get some type of production credit, and pretty much they were trying to take ownership of stuff. They were trying to do what people do now in the industry, but do it in the 90s, and that was kind of unheard of.
As black men too.
Right. So they had a reputation that they were hard to work with. All of them pretty much got fired from Scary Movie for Scary Movie 3 because they didn't like the direction the script was going in, and they were trying to assert their ownership of their own product. So they had a poor reputation in Hollywood.
Yeah, because the thing is, what people don't understand is that the Wayans were the kings of like spoof movies. You had I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, Don't Be a Menace, and Scary Movie. And then you also had lately Haunted House and 50 Shades of Black.
Yeah.
You know, so like the Wayans brother, like you're not making a spoof movie. Like they own spoof movies.
Yeah.
Like anything that's out, like disaster movie, the Scary Movies 3, 4, 5, and whatever, all trash.
Right.
But like the ones that they were in, the ones that they helmed, come on, everybody can quote Don't Be a Menace from South Central. There's always that one part everybody can quote.
Right.
Everybody can quote something from I'm Gonna Get You Something. You know what I mean? But man, so I really think like when it comes down to it, I would love to see them get their flowers. Like I think they kind of got them, like, you know, because we showed so much love to In Living Color.
Yeah.
But I tried to watch In Living Color recently. Not funny. It was not funny at all. Like season 2.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think season 2 was funny?
No, I didn't watch every episode. I said it was like one episode. It was on, I forgot what cable channel it was on, but I was flipping through. I saw Living Color was on. I was watching it. And I was like, I used to like this.
Oh, I still ride with Living Color.
Yeah, it doesn't age well, man. It didn't age well.
I can see why you would say that. But I still ride with it. All the seasons until maybe season 4 or 5, when the Wayans once again got kicked off the project and they left the whole show.
Yeah, that's when they had Jamie Foxx and Chris Rock and them on it.
No, this was when Jamie Foxx was there. He came in season 3 when they switched the intro. 3? Yeah, so the season 1 they had the intro with Heavy D doing the intro. Well, he did all the intros, but it was kind of like with him painting stuff in the background.
Right.
And they had the girl from Living Single. You know, the one
Kim
that played
Cole.
Right. She was on season 1.
Yeah.
Then they took her out. She left after season 1, and they didn't bring anybody else in. They had the same intro, except they kind of edited to where Heavy D's verse would repeat a part. He used to say something like, everybody, right? That was when they were doing her intro. But the next season is when they switched it to that art gallery, and that's when Jamie Foxx
entered.
And Jennifer Lopez came in. That was 1993, and it was like season 4 or season 5 is when all the Wayans left, and nobody was left but Tommy Davidson, Jim Carrey, and the white lady, I forgot her name, who I think was maybe the most talented person on the show.
The white lady, because she's in a lot of their movies. She's in a lot of sitcoms and stuff like that, making little small appearances. I know you're talking about, but I can't remember her name. To me, the most talented member of the Living Color cast, had to be Damon. Hands down, Damon.
He was my favorite.
He wrote so many of those skits. You know what I mean? And then like his characters.
Yeah.
Like when it came down to it, when I think about In Living Color, I think about Homie the Clown. I think about that homeless dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think about the Butthead family.
Men on
Film.
Right.
Like I'm thinking, and I'm like, yo, like with the exception of Fire Marshal Bill and Wanda, every character was Damon Wayans. Every character worth talking about is Damon Wayans.
Is Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite part about Mo Money is he played a lot of the characters from In Living Color.
Right. Yeah. Like when he did the homeless dude.
Yeah.
Like when he pull out his bathroom and there's a pickle in the pickle jar. That joint got me every time. But like that's the thing. The episode I saw didn't have Homie the Clown in it. It didn't have any of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like.
I can tell you why. Because after the middle of season 2, Damon started getting busy in Hollywood.
Right.
And he was shooting The Last Boy Scout. So he was transitioning his way out of the show the middle of season 2. That's why he's not in the opening credits for season 3.
Gotcha.
Season 3, he would make cameos on the show when they felt like, okay, we need a ratings boost, so let's have you come in and do Homie the Clown on this episode.
Right.
He was gone by the middle of season 2. So,
Oh, okay. That explains it. So who knew that you were such a In Living Color expert, man? That's deep.
That's the show that taught me how to be funny, man. I got season 1 and 2 on DVD. I got other episodes recorded on VHS. That was my sketch comedy show.
Okay.
I was a big Damon Wayans fan. I used to just study him and the whole family. Chris Rock came to the show season 4 because he got fired from SNL. But I was all in on The Living Color, man.
Yeah. My favorite Chris Rock character was the good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, let me get one rib.
Yeah. But, hey, how about I give you 10 cents? Like, how much is a soda? Soda's 50 cents. 50 cents? Good Lord, that's a lot of money. How about I give you 10 cents and you let me lick the suds off your fingers? What? that dude was hilarious, man. But so let me ask you this. Who do you think is the least talented Wayans?
The least talented?
Yeah.
Shawn Wayans.
I would say Craig.
Craig, see, I don't know much about Craig.
Exactly.
He was one of the guys that was working on the behind the camera on The Living Color.
Right, but nah, you're right though. Shawn, man, he was a DJ at first. I remember that, and then they moved him to the cast because he was SW1.
That's what they claim, but he wasn't actually DJing on the show. So I never know him if he could DJ or not. I used to ask people, can he really DJ? And nobody ever knew.
Really?
Because he wasn't DJing on the show. That was all pre-recorded. They were just playing a track.
And he would sit there and dance with the fly girl.
Yeah.
Hey, Shawn, you get up there on that fire escape and try to look cute. That's what they said.
Right.
This right here.
Right. He could have been. I don't know. But he wasn't DJing on the show.
Yeah, man.
I think the reason I say the white lady was the most talented is because this lady was a trained actor. By the way, too, what's his name? David Alan Grier was not in comedy.
Nah, he won't.
He wasn't. He was a Shakespearean trained actor who was friends with Keenan.
Yep.
And Keenan said, get on the show and be funny. And he did. But I like the white lady because she was a trained actress, a serious actress who had to come on the show and be funny with all these black people and hold her own with these big characters and adapt to the hip hop culture that they put on the show.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, you right. So we definitely gonna chop it up a little later, but right now we got some more jams. I got that Jay-Z Otis, some B.O.B., some Biggie. Y'all keep it locked. Oh, and that was that Put On. Oh man, that joint got me so hyped. Now I'm awake. I can actually see.
I still like the version with Kanye best.
I don't. Like he said, I don't need T-Pain.
Nah, man. The first line is what speaks to me. I feel like there's still people that owe me checks. I feel like there's still women that owe me sex. And he could have stopped right there because that spoke to me.
That's how you feel?
I used to be in the Black Tie on New Bern Avenue when that was open, and that song would come on. The first line, I would just throw a bottle at somebody and say, hey, listen, I'm about to tell you something, woman. Listen closely. This is for you.
Yeah, how did that work out for you?
And it didn't work out well in the moment, but I think I recovered.
You were able to keep your dignity.
Yeah, I recovered, but that first line was hard. That just spoke to me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They had some good parts in it, but I just didn't like Kanye in it. I like to me, that's my favorite version. Yo. But anyway, first, let me shout out some cats. I see you, T. Tehran. Yo, appreciate you. Salute, bruh. Aisha, salute to you, fam. Tanya, EJ Mack, Kerwin Haywood. That must be your homeboy.
Kerwin Haywood.
Yeah.
I don't think I know a Kerwin.
Well, whoever you homeboy you is, man, appreciate you tuning in, man. Yo, so this weekend, me and Tehran, we performed in front of Bob Sumner. Aisha came out to support, right? And it was great. The next exact day, they have another show at TJ's, right?
Okay.
The owner of TJ's, some crazy redneck racist named Ray, pissed them off. I mean, he was just being real belligerent towards the show and the comics, trying to rush them out of the building or whatever, right?
TJ is in Raleigh?
TJ's in Raleigh.
It's owned by a redneck?
Yeah.
A white dude?
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Exactly. As many times I've been there. I'm not going there no more. I will sit at home and play 2K before I give this cracker a dime of my money.
Tried to rush the comics off. That's terrible.
Oh, appreciate you, man.
Oh, what up? Shout out to Darren. I see you, Darren Meeks, in the chat watching on the live stream.
That's what's up. That's your homeboy?
Yeah, that's my homeboy right there.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man. But yeah, man, like, and this is the thing. One racist at TJ's that had nothing to do with me could have ruined any shot I had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of working with Bob Sumner. Because Bob Sumner, if you all don't know, he's the co-creator of Def Comedy Jam. He also had a lot of influence in Comic View, as well as just a lot of influence in the comedy game, in the hip-hop comedy game. Monique got a role in the Parkers because of Bob Sumner. Chris Tucker got his role on Friday because of Bob Sumner. So he makes moves, you know, and he gets a lot of people put on. And he could easily just been like, man, forget him, forget everything about North Carolina. Because, you know, he left disgusted with North Carolina.
After that show?
After that one show. That one incident could have cost people futures. You know what I'm saying? And we can't just sit idly by and just be like, oh, like let cats just, you know, be bigots.
Yeah.
And just stand by and be like, yeah, we're going to still support. Like, at some time, brother got to draw his foot in the sand. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this line is where I'm at. I'm like, yo, I can't tell nobody what to do.
No.
But what I can say is that me personally, HL Boney, you will never catch me inside TJ's. I don't care who's there. I don't care if you need me to perform. I don't care whatever it is. Until y'all find a new venue, I'm never going to TJ's again.
What if it's a NBA 2K tournament with butt naked women are serving cocktails and there's a $1 million prize?
Okay.
Oh, look at, he had to think about it. Look at his face.
No. I'm just. Does the racist owner still own TJ's at that time?
He's still gonna be there watching.
No, I'm not doing it.
Over for $1 million 2K tournament.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
And the women are naked.
I can play 2K with naked women in my apartment right now.
True. That's a smart answer right there, because I know you are spoken for. That was a smart.
Not anymore. Oh, nah, I'm for the streets, homeboy.
We got breaking news.
I am single and I am for the streets, and I'm never going back.
Finally. Oops, I didn't mean to get that hype, but now we can be real on this show. So.
I've always been real. That's the thing. Just, like even though me and old girl ain't together, don't mean I'm jaded or bitter or hurt. I wish her. I ain't gonna say the best because I'm the best. I wish her mediocre.
Right.
I wish her mediocre because I can't wish her the best because that means I'm wishing myself back in her life.
Right.
So I can wish her mediocre.
I like that.
Okay. I wish you well. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, like it was a stupid reason to break up anyway. We broke up because I refused to take her to Ruth's Chris.
Really? And
really?
Did you use my technique of asking why? Why should we go to Ruth's Chris?
Yes. It was not your technique, but yeah, I did ask why is it so important to you that you go.
And what'd she say?
I feel like I deserve it.
Feel like I deserve it. See, I would have asked why. Why do you feel like you deserve it?
Hey, I ain't go that far. I was just like, look, I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't feel the need to be that extravagant, like to spend absurd amounts of money on a meal. Like the tab that you would get from Ruth's Chris would probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of $200, right?
Right, it will.
That is a light bill. Mm-hmm. That's a whole month's worth of electricity that I'm gonna spend on a steak. Nah, it conflicts with my morals. You know what I mean? And it's not even about me being cheap, because I'll ball out on stuff that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like one steak dinner does not make sense to me.
Right, I see. What up? Okay, I see the chat is popping. Let me say a shout out real quick. Black Trump, I see you. That's my boy right there from the Good Old Boys radio show. He wants to know what are my thoughts on Lil Nas X's performance last night.
I didn't even watch it. Well, on what?
I got on the VMAs, MTV's Video Music Awards. I see Michelle Campbell is here too. Darren Meek said 100. You know, I think it's very telling in your situation that you all would break up because you didn't want to take her to Ruth's Chris.
Yeah. That speaks volumes right there alone. You know, all this I love you and all that other stuff it goes out the window, because like I said, the breaking point of any relationship typically happens. Well, I ain't gonna say this. The breaking point of many relationships, not any, but many, because I don't want to generalize anything, right?
Right.
But many relationships end because a woman is adamant about that she wants something and a man says no. Yeah, that's true. That's the breaking point of too many relationships, because it always feels like it always has to end up in some sort of power struggle.
Right.
Where women have to assert their dominance in the situation, or men have to assert their dominance in the situation. It all depends upon which person is being unreasonable.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like you know my stance on this. I feel like there needs to be justification for a lot of things. And if there is justification for something to happen, then I'm okay with it.
Right.
What I don't like is when people can't justify what they want, or they attempt to justify it with something that I think is really frivolous, like because I'm a woman, because I'm a man, because I feel like I deserve it. But there's nothing more beyond just what you feel.
Yeah.
Give me something more tangible. Give me something of more substance, especially if it comes down to something like there's a lot of money to be invested in this, and I feel like this money is better invested in another way for us. Why do we have to invest it in this overpriced steak? The reason is because you deserve it. Well, you know what you also deserve? You deserve my love and affection, and you deserve me cooking you this nice meal and then taking the remainder of the money to invest in stock in both our names, and that's going to turn a profit. How about that? Oh, that's a problem? Because it didn't have a rose? Because we didn't put it on Instagram for all of your friends to see? Is that the real issue? And
see, that's what happens, man. Like, you know, a woman will let her friends, you know, get a dude. Like, 'cause I will walk away. I'm not gonna sit back and beg or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. I will let you go and let you look foolish doing it.
I have no problem with that.
Because good luck finding another me.
Right.
Good luck. Like I said, I hope you find someone as close to me as you can get, but it ain't gonna be me.
No, it won't. It won't, because you were with me for a reason.
Yeah. Exactly. And then you left me for a reason. That's how I look at it. And whatever reason it is, which we know, because I won't spend $300 on a steak. Congratulations. Now what did you win? I hope like did you get, like, my question is, did you find a dude that's gonna take you to Ruth's Chris this weekend?
I hope so, because it seems so frivolous.
It is. It's such a over this. Yeah, like, and that's the thing that. See, the thing is, what really got me was the fact that women that say, oh, or this particular one was like, oh, I love you so much, you're this, you're that, calling me king every morning. Good morning, king. I love you. All that love bombing. See, women like to love. See, the thing is, whenever they start being super affectionate off rip, you know that they're faking it.
I would have been suspicious.
Yeah. So I was just going to let it play out. I was just waiting for the moment where I would see exactly who she really was. That's who she really was. Like, she was trying to butter me up to get me to do things. Like, women like to try to manipulate, but I can't be manipulated.
How long were you two together?
Not even a year. So like you waited a little too long.
Yeah, that's about as long as I ever made it too. I once was in a relationship when it made it almost about a year too. And you know,
she's listening. She just put in.
Oh, she
said we broke.
Let me read. Can I read this on the chat?
Yeah. Let's read it out loud. Okay.
We broke up.
Yeah, go ahead. Read it out loud.
We broke. So should I say her name?
I wouldn't. I don't call people out.
Okay. We broke up because you used my accomplishment as a joke and did not understand why that was a problem. It was not Ruth's Chris. It was our differences in how we support each other. But I wish you well. and of course an emoji with the
a
blushing.
smiley face.
Oh, Michelle pointed it out. The comments just got spicy.
They got spicy up in there.
Man.
Number one, I will address that. I think we had a conversation about her accomplishments. I think I said I was proud. I think I said all that, stuff that you're supposed to say. But she wanted to celebrate at Ruth's Chris. I said no. That's when we broke up. It had nothing to do with our interaction, how we support each other. We broke up because you wanted to go celebrate at Ruth's Chris, and I said no. And I said, maybe you should find someone that can take you to Ruth's Chris, that can afford to without it be jeopardizing their future. And you said, you know what, I will. And then we hung up. So it didn't really have anything to do with support, accomplishments, or nothing. It came down to one materialistic aspect of the relationship. You wanted something.
What does she mean by you use my accomplishment as a joke?
All right, so I was talking about her getting mad about Ruth's Chris on the radio, because that's what I do. I talk about my life. She ain't like that.
What did she accomplish? Did she win something?
Oh, no. And I'm going to tell you like this. I will give her roses because she wrote 2 books, right? Okay. She wrote two wonderful books, honestly. And one of them had got mentioned in this very popular website.
Okay.
Right. And she wanted to celebrate. Mm-hmm. I offered to take her to that same day that we broke up. I offered to take her to Conky to celebrate. Well, that wasn't good enough, I guess, because she didn't want that. She wanted Ruth's Chris.
Because she feels like she deserves it.
She felt like she deserves it.
And I'm all for supporting an accomplishment.
Right.
And if the accomplishment is not supported, then I will say that is a problem. But of course, you say you were supportive of the accomplishment.
Yes.
I just have an issue, and I know she can hear me, and I talked to her when she called before. So if she wants to chime in response to this, by all means, please do so. I just have an issue. My question is, why is Ruth's Chris why is that the make or break point? Why is that the stickler? Why does it have to be Ruth's Chris?
Well, that's a good question. And apparently it's because it's nice. And it's labeled as nice. I don't think it would have been that big of a deal if Ruth's Chris would have been a mediocre place. See, the thing is, what we don't understand is that, like, for example, back in the day, Red Lobster was the epitome of making it. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you can afford to go to Red Lobster. Now, you will drive by Red Lobster to go to another restaurant. And Ruth's Chris is going to be that same staple 20 years from now. But anyway, we got some more gems. We definitely going to come back to this topic. Y'all keep it locked, turn them radios up. Yo, and we're back. That was that I Got 5 on It by the Loonies, man. You feeling that?
What were they talking about? What did they have 5 on?
5 on a bag of weed, man.
What? I thought it was
5 on it.
I thought it was a Big Mac combo at McDonald's, because that's how much it cost in 1994.
Nah, 1994 cost $2.99 plus tax.
Wow, that's even better.
Yeah. That was back when food was so much, affordable.
When I moved to Raleigh, Cookouts combo was $3.99 for a big double cookout combo.
Yeah.
And 2 sides and a drink. It was $3.99.
I paid like $9 at Cookout the other day.
That's crazy.
For a tray.
For a tray?
For a tray.
You must have ordered extra stuff. Mine cost.
Yeah, because they charge you for slaw and chili now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
I was like, yo, y'all nickel and dime everything. By the time they added my chili and my slaw, I was like, it was like $9. But
you can still substitute your drink for a milkshake for just $1.
Them thick ass milkshakes, I can't drink them.
I tried to make a cookout milkshake at home, and it wasn't thick enough. I'm like, yo, how do they do this?
I don't want no thick milkshake. I want my milkshakes to be able to be drank.
You can't even drink.
You can't drink no milkshake.
A spoon with it.
Yeah, that's an ice cream cup. That's a cup of ice cream.
Exactly.
I'm cool.
Exactly.
I'm cool on that. Cookout can keep. You know what I like? I like a Sonic shake.
I haven't been to Sonic in like 92 years. What's Sonic about now?
Sonic is pretty decent, man. Except for the one right by my house, man. It take like 30 minutes to get like a slushie.
Wow.
But the thing is, it's like this. Honestly, man, it's because the lack of employees all over. Yeah. It's really hitting hard. Like I went to a gas station. They'll like come back in 30 minutes. I want a sign.
Come back in 30 minutes.
Come back in 30 minutes, man.
People don't want to go back. You know, the reason why is because during the pandemic, so many things were shut down, and the government was giving out stimulus checks.
And free money.
Right.
Unemployment.
Right. See, unemployment too. So a lot of people use that time to reevaluate their lives. They got real estate licenses. They started working for themselves, opening their own businesses, and they thought, why should I go back to work in that call center?
Right.
Why should I go back to work at McDonald's or this fast food place? You know, I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And now that things are getting almost back to the way they were, those people aren't going back to work those menial jobs.
Exactly. And the thing is, I'll tell you like this, what really broke it for me, this my homeboy schooled me on this one. He says that people that were working at places like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and places like that found out they can make 3-4 times what they were making there just by door dashing. Yeah. I mean, like, it doesn't even have to be nothing as simple as extravagant as opening up your own business. You know what I mean? But like, just like, oh wait, I don't have to deal with people. I don't have to deal with all the BS in the corporate, and I still get to provide for my family. Yeah. And I'm door dashing,
right?
Or Ubering, or some people were on. What's it called, man? I can't remember, but they were doing all sorts of stuff. Is what I'm saying to replace that income. You know what I'm saying, to supplement their income or whatever. And then on top of that, you had the people that were sitting at home getting $800 every week without having to do anything. So imagine getting $800 a week for doing nothing, and also Uber and DoorDashing or something like that. And these are just like things that require zero skill, zero capital. All you need is a car and car insurance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got a lot of former coworkers who left our call center to go into real estate. Yeah. And they all got the real estate licenses while they were sitting at home during the pandemic using that stimulus check. And when I watch the news, if I watch Fox News, which I do watch, Fox News is reporting it as the people are too lazy to go back to work. They're taking government handouts. And when I watch MSNBC, which is the extreme left, people are opening their own enterprises and businesses using the government's money. When I watch the BBC, which is more to the middle, they say that, hey, people are increasing their skill sets and decided they don't want to go back to work for minimum wage.
Yeah.
So that's where we are right now. And I know it is did you know that what's the name of the place? Briggs.
Yeah.
Briggs in Cary, North Carolina closed down.
Really?
Because they can't find anybody to work.
Well, and you know, the sad part about Briggs is the fact that they're pretty expensive. Like, I mean, they're on the expensive side for a breakfast place, right? And this is the biggest problem that I've had, and I'm glad that it's happening, is that why are you making all this money hand over fist and you can't afford to pay your wait staff? That's always been a problem with me. You're paying them $2.13. However, you're charging me $24 for an omelet. Right. So then then you put the burden of paying your employees on the customer by making them tip. And the customers are like, I'm not paying your employees for you. You pay them. And that's why people don't tip for the most part. Some people do, but it's a stupid custom because you don't do that nowhere else.
You know what I find myself doing? Because I got people I know, other comics that I know that are white that worked at different restaurants, and one of them, Phil Crew, he straight up asked me when he worked at the Cheesecake Factory, why don't black people tip well? And when he asked me that, I thought to myself, you know what? Now I have to start tipping more to fight this stereotype.
Well,
there is a stereotype because they don't like serving us.
No, and that's the thing. But it's like, all right, so I tip well, right? And it's like, the problem that I have is that I never get the service. I don't get the same type of customer service or the same type of customer experience that other races get.
Because of the stereotype.
Yeah, because they think I'm not going to tip them anyway. So on top of not getting decent customer service, now you're going to leave me with a internal conflict. Do I tip big or do I not tip at all? Because I was not happy with my service. But if I don't tip, then I just reinforce the narrative that black people don't tip.
That's why
if I do tip, I rewarded you for terrible service.
Exactly. And that's why I leave a note. I'll leave a tip that is befitting of that bad service. So I'll leave a smaller tip, like $1, and I'll write a note that says, hi, I just want you to know that I could tip you more, but your service was rather poor. And I wonder if your service is poor because you assumed I wouldn't tip because I'm black. If that is the case, please get over that stereotype. Also, you look like your breath would stink. Goodbye.
You love talking about stink breath.
You know, you gotta let people know, man. A lot of people out there got stink breath. They just don't know because we won't say anything.
Yeah, that's true.
You know who looks like he got stink breath?
Who?
Lil Nas X.
Nah. But before you move on to Lil Nas X, one thing I do have to say, and this is what kills me more than anything, is when I get like a black server, black wait staff, and you see how they interact with other people.
Yeah.
So they'd be over with the white tables, and they he ha ha, yes ma'am, yes sir, and they come over to you, what you want, man?
Cause they know.
Like no, it's not even that. It's the fact that like they feel like in many situations that they don't have to give you the same level of service. It's not even got to do with about the tipping. It's the fact that you're gonna let them off the hook so many times. You can be like, yeah, he cool, he understand. So because I'm cool and because I understand, I don't deserve to be treated like a customer. I get to be treated like your friend or your family member that comes in to support your support this business. But I don't get that good feeling. That you know what I mean? You know how like you see a wait staff that over at one table and they're having the time of their life. They come over to you and they dropping your dishes on them because you ain't got to try for me.
Could that be why so many?
And it happens in all sorts of services, not just wait staff. I'm just using that as an example.
That's why.
But like you go to a garage to get your car fixed, they want to treat you like you a bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's cool that we can have. But the thing is, like, whenever I'm in that type of position where I have to deliver customer service to someone else, especially someone who looks like me, I want to make sure that you leave getting the absolute best customer service that you can get, because I know you don't get that everywhere.
Sumter Street Grocery Store, Sumter Street, Florence, South Carolina. Black owned and operated, and raggedy as all get out. I mean, hobos, and I call them hobos. Those are the real down and out homeless people in front of the store. Somebody, I think there was a shootout like at least once a week, and my grandmother sending me over there to go get some smoked turkey wings because she's making collard greens and she knows I don't eat pork. And I'm walking in, and then some white people, I guess they were, I don't know if they were lost or something, but they were in the neighborhood in the parking lot. Now all of a sudden the owner's sweeping and telling the guy to move out of the way from the store because white people are coming in, but the neighborhood, which is black, has been going there all week, and you didn't move the homeless guy or sweep at all. Why is that?
Because there's this thing called self-hate. And it's not like, oh, I hate you because you're black. It's like this. Black people have bought into white supremacy to a point where it's unconsciously hot. To the point where you automatically, I ain't gonna say you, but so many people see white as better. Even as a black person, they see white as better. So they treat white people better than they treat black people because in their mind, they are better. And it's a very sad realization that I came to. This was years ago when I came to this realization. But yeah, it's the fact that, just simply put, without any other explanation, there are way too many black people that buy into white supremacy. And that's the reason why that's why that grocery store acted that way. That's why servers act that way. That's why so many black-owned businesses are failing. It's because you don't treat your like everybody knows about black business, and there's a stigma about black businesses. And the sad part is, it's true in a lot of cases. I've been to black business. They suck up to white people, treat you just like you just an ordinary person, like you really don't matter because you're cool like that. And the thing is, the reason why I don't support, I support black businesses, but I do not support black businesses with bad customer service. And it's just like that, because I'm sorry, but when I go to spend my money, I want the best experience possible. Yeah. And the best experiences very rarely come from the people that look like me, much as I wanted to.
Do you find yourself changing up your voice when talking to white people?
I take some bass out of it so I don't scare them sometimes. Okay.
Sometimes I do it too, and it's almost like a subconscious thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in the middle, I'll be talking to you this way, and then like somebody else that's white comes into the fold, and I'm like, well, oh, wow, really? Oh, hey, look, it's awesome. Hey, look, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, yeah. Wow. Hey, good show, man. Excellent.
I wouldn't
Excellent
do
show,
that
bro.
much. It's more or less like it depends upon who it is. Like Steve, no, but like it all depends upon who it is and what the circumstances are. I would take the bass out of my voice for anything that's going to affect my money.
Yeah. When I meet new white people, I tend to do that a lot too.
Man.
But sometimes it'll be so many white people in the room that they make me act like them.
I hate when all of a sudden, like when white people like to talk to me. Like I'm in line at Walmart, they want to talk to me. I'm in line at any line. If I'm in line and there's a white person in front of me, they have to talk to me.
See, I take the opposite approach. I like that because to me it's a teaching moment, and then that's when I come back at them with the hi, super friendly black guy. Hey, how's it going? Oh wow. Hey, the weather's great today, isn't it? And I look at it as a teaching moment to show them that hey, a black person, a black man doesn't have to be this big scary figure that you should shy away from, not talk to, and look at as a threat. I feel like I'm doing some good. That's also why I tip more too.
Oh nah, I said, why are you talking to me, you alabaster animal?
You alabaster animal?
Yeah.
Man, you took it back to what is an alabaster animal?
I'm trying new racial slurs. You got mayo monkey. Mayo monkey. I'm just joking,
monkey. Wow.
Nah, I'm just joking. But I just don't like being bothered. I'm an introvert. I just look like I'm the most extroverted introvert you will ever meet. I am an introvert. Leave me the hell alone. Let me sit here and or stand here, whatever I'm doing. Just leave me be.
I'm the complete opposite of you.
Yeah.
I look like an introvert, but I'm an extreme extrovert.
And the thing is, I'm extroverted at times whenever I get to warm up to you, but don't come at me quick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, yo, get away from me.
Well, I'll stand in front of you because I love meeting new people and talking. I'll take that and then I'll bring them in slowly.
I hate new people. I hate people. People are assholes. And that's just a common fact. That's a fact for me. It's not even an opinion. People are... All right. Prime example. Teron has a joke about it, so I'm not going to tell his joke, but I'm going to use a example. You can tell people are assholes. Try to get over in the left lane. Try to merge into traffic. And you'll see exactly how many people are assholes before there's one person that's like, come on over.
That one person is me.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Me, I'm the one that's looking at you and easing forward. like as soon as the car moves, I move too, so you can't find that space to get between us. Cause you're not. You know why you're not getting over? I'm gonna tell you why you're not getting over. Because when we started merging over, and we had to get back here, you went fast on. Like you always hear that person just, oh nah, and go all the way to the front. Yeah. And then I'm thinking in my mind, if he thinks he's gonna get over in front of me, no. So I will sit back and I will pay attention to every car that passes by while we're, stuck in traffic in that lane that's free moving until you get to the end where it's saying move over. And if you're still there, by the time I get there, best believe you will not be getting in front of me.
See, I've never had road rage because I don't think that it's worth it.
I just don't.
Stuff doesn't bother me, man.
Yeah, I get bothered, man.
I never get bothered. I rarely in my life have I gotten angry. And I work with a lot of people because I got to train new people at my regular day job. And these people just get so emotional. Like one of the people listening right now, Darren, he knows it. I tell him to his face. They get so emotional about the stuff that's going on. And I'm like, big picture really doesn't matter.
Yeah, all I know is, and this is just my thing, man. I just noticed it's so, I forgot what I was going to say, man.
People suck.
Yeah, people suck. Yeah, that. But now I forgot. It was something else I was gonna say. But you know what? Never mind. What were you gonna say about Lil Nas X?
Well, my man Black Trump is asking me what are my thoughts on the performance last night. Because last night was the 2021 MTV Video Music Awards. Something I've been watching since I was, I want to say, 10 years old. Watching it for a long time, right? And so last night I'm watching it. And I'm watching performances like Chloe. I forgot her last name, but she's Beyonce's protege.
Chloe Bailey?
Yeah, Chloe Bailey.
Oh, she thick as a swamp possum with the months. Well, I was like,
What? She looked good last night,
Boy,
too.
she can get it.
And it's funny you say that because Chloe was wearing this one-piece bikini-looking outfit, dropping it like it's hot. She had ladies behind her performing, dropping it like it was hot. Everybody had ladies in their performance dropping it like it was hot, except one person, Lil Nas X.
Wait, before you say something, Chloe Bailey was the only reason I watched Grownish. Oh man, them track scenes. Anyway, go back.
Yes, I need to start watching more of that. So,
imagine her in track shorts all the time.
Damn, okay. I just did. All right, I'm record that when I get home.
Yeah.
So Lil Nas X did his thing last night. Came out, and I think hot pink. Pink was the color of the night. A lot of people had pink on, right?
So that's the super color of the year?
I think so. I think that's the narrative. Pink is the narrative color.
I knew good and damn well, ever since Cameron put on that pink bathrobe, he was going to start some stuff, man.
20 years later, we're here.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Cameron.
So Lil Nas X came out with a marching band, and he was the drum major in the marching band. Then he started taking off his clothes and took his shirt off, showing his chest and all of that, right? And now I see your head go down. And unlike everybody else who had scantily clad women in the background dropping it like it's hot, Lil Nas X had scantily clad, drum roll please, men in the background stripping down to their boxer briefs, dropping it like it was hot. And I wonder, why is that a problem, HL? Because you were all into Chloe dropping it like it was hot.
I'm heterosexual.
Oh, that's a straightforward, right to the point answer.
Yeah. As a straight man, I get excited about naked women or half naked women. I don't get the same excitement for half naked men.
And that's the controversy, as well as the the hypocrisy of it.
How is it really hypocritical? Because think about it like this: heterosexual women really aren't attracted to gay men, and heterosexual men definitely aren't attracted to gay men. So the only population that you were really actually doing all of this for, even though you were, I ain't gonna say offending, but you were like grossing out, 60 or 70% of the population to only appease 30% of the population. That's just bad numbers.
I understand your math, but I also understand this. I'm a heterosexual man too.
And you enjoyed it?
No, I did not enjoy it like that. I enjoyed the artistry of the whole show. But here's my thing.
I didn't see it. Thank God, because
But you don't like guys in boxer briefs? All right.
No, I mean, I never watched Magic Mike either. I'm not, it's a movie, but I never watched it.
Right.
So, it's just not my thing. I mean, if you want to have it doesn't bother. It doesn't do anything for me. It's just like, oh, it's a bunch of naked dudes on TV. I'm not about to watch a bunch of naked dudes on TV dancing like girls.
Well, here's my take.
How were they dancing? Were they dancing like men or were they dancing like women?
Dancing like what we would see women dancing like.
Like they were dancing like cis women.
Dropping it like it was hot. Yeah.
So my thing is, how is it hypocritical for a heterosexual man to not want to see a bunch of half naked men dressing like cis women?
It's not. That's not the hypocritical part about it. Because I'm totally with that, and that's why I did not watch his performance like that either. That's when I went to the kitchen to go get something to drink. I went to the bathroom because I don't care to watch a bunch of guys half naked dance, right?
Right.
But this is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. If we're gonna get excited about half naked women dancing all over the stage and then turn around and become offended by half naked men, that's hypocritical.
I'm not offended. I'm gonna tell you what I am. I'm disgusted. Like, there's a difference, right? Like, okay, so offensive means, oh, you made me feel some kind of way. No, I look at it like this: a bunch of half naked men dancing like women is disgusting.
Okay.
Period.
And I'll take that.
And being that I'm disgusted, it's like I'm not gonna watch a woman eat her own feces. I'm not gonna watch two girls in a cup. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna watch anything that I find disgusting because it makes my stomach hurt. It gives me this gag reflex. All of that. So that's what that would have did for me. It would have made me disgusted. It would have made me sick to my stomach to watch it. And not in a hateful way. It's just like some things are just not pleasing aesthetically to the eye.
Okay.
And that's one.
That's an understandable point, which is why there are two wrongs here. Two people are wrong. First person that's wrong is the one who is screaming, oh yeah, Chloe, take your clothes off. Okay, who else we got? We got who else? Ashanti last night, man.
She was looking good.
Real. She always.
Ashanti been fine since she got them sideburns cut off.
Yeah, she stays setting thirst traps. That's what she does, right?
Uh-huh.
But if we're gonna get super excited about that and then turn around and become offended and want to protest when a man
I'm not protesting.
does the same thing, that's wrong. But here's the other wrong. If you are going to tell a man like myself or HL, you all are terrible human beings because we won't watch that because we would rather not look at men in that capacity, that's also wrong because you are now trying to force your viewpoint on to me.
Like, exactly. I'm not beating Nas. I never was once said anything negative about Nas X. Like, if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. I can change the channel. And it's that I don't have to watch it.
And that's my problem.
For those who want to watch it, enjoy. But HL ain't watching that stuff.
That's my problem with the whole movement and the narrative now. We always self-correct too much. As I said before, I'll say it again. We are doing some of the worst things with the best of intentions to correct sins of the past. We're swinging the pendulum too far to this side to where now I'm bad if I don't want to watch it.
You're bad. All right. This is the funny thing, man. All right. So I remember when I was a kid, the best thing you could be was a good Christian. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like good Christian woman, good Christian man. Mm-hmm. Now Christians are considered almost a hate group because of their views of homosexuality in that capacity without their and the thing about Christians is they really don't sway, they don't move with the times because, you know, they go by the good book, whatever. Mm-hmm. All right. Now it's to the point where straight men are being villainized for being straight men. We're being called homophobic. We're being called transphobic because we don't like peen. Mm-hmm. Like I never understood that. So we're bad people because I'm a bad person because I think a man in the dress looks like a man in the dress. I'm a bad person if I see a man that got fake boobs or still got a penis and be like, yo, you still a dude. I'm a bad person because I see a man, no matter how you paint it up or cut him up or whatever, I still see a dude because you have the same, you were born with the same reproductive organs I am. Like, we're seen as all of these phobics because we're not attracted to y'all. And the thing is, it's like when you want something, right? And it's like for example, the equivalent of how they do straight men is like me being mad at Chloe Bailey for not wanting to mess with fat dudes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, you should want me. You should, you know? No. If I lose weight and maybe then. But no, we're not going to look at it that way. We're going to look at it like, oh, let me go ahead and villainize every pretty woman that doesn't date big dudes, that don't find big dudes attractive because they're the problem. Yeah. It's not the fact that I want what I can't have. Yeah. But see, on their side, because they want what they can't have, instead of saying, oh, I want something that I just can't have and accepting that and moving on with your life and getting what you know, and selling for what you can have. No, we're going to villainize and guilt trip men into giving us opportunities to be what we want in their life. That's entitlement. Yeah. That's the audacity for me.
Yeah, and I'm with you there. I just don't like when people want everybody to see it their way and they cannot see it any other way. Right. I would like other people to see it my way, but I'm not going to tell you that you can't see it your way. So I know we want to be more inclusive. It's all about representation. I totally agree with all of that. But just let's not get to the point where we make people believing what they believe to be an attack. Because if I believe, hey, you know what? I would rather see a woman than a man. That's not me attacking you as a gay man. And at the same time, don't attack the gay man because he's doing the same thing that you allow this woman to do. Because if you're going to get excited about seeing half-naked women, you got to be prepared to expose yourself to half-naked men doing the same thing, using the same system, or simply change the channel.
I would say, you know, it's just funny, man, because it's like now that everything has to be, you know, ingrained, you know what I mean, and everyone has to feel, you know, like they're able to contribute to an event. Wait till the trans people start doing it. Wait till we get a trans music artist that's like Marilyn Manson again, or somebody like that, and think about how uncomfortable you're going to be. like I'm gonna tell you what's gonna get me. I am not gonna care. Is when, like, let's say if Lil Nas X wanted to mess with people, he should have used trans women dancers.
Yeah, that would have been
that would have messed up. That would have messed up some people right there.
Yeah, faces would have melted right there.
Like, and get the ones that look like real, like look real feminine, like the ones that be like, am I attracted to, you know?
Yeah, the one from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's a dude, man. Like, she look like a dude to me. She's too tall. Like, get the short ones that look like they 5'3", 5'4". Get them, but make them get that. Now that would have been some funny stuff to see.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have watched it because I missed it anyway. But I'm just saying, I would have loved to see the uproar after that. Wait, those were dudes? Like,
a lot of people would be mad at themselves.
Yeah,
they'd be mad at themselves.
See, I think that's one of the main things that happened is like when like especially with all the violence and stuff. I think Conscious Lee, who's a TikTok creator, actually stated something similar to that people get mad at the transgender for fooling them, but they also get mad at themselves for actually being attracted to them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, so that's double the anger.
Yes, that's got to be a weird setup because you have the lotion in your hand, you angry. I mean, you probably cursing with the lotion squeezed into your hand, still basking in the aftermath of it all, and now you got to get upset because that's a terrible time to find out that was not what you thought it was immediately right after you finish giving yourself self-pleasure.
Well, if you beating off to the VMA awards, you got problems.
Oh,
like you got lotion in hand watching the VMAs. You need a hug, a role model, and a woman.
Yeah, you need help seriously.
Yeah.
You need a friend.
Like, yeah, you can't watch. Like if you can't watch some women shaking their behinds without having to work your muscles, something's wrong with you.
Yeah,
you need Jesus.
Hey, you need a friend. You got a friend in this show right here.
Yeah. Just tune in to us in the morning. Just go to sleep it off.
Yes. Do y'all feel good after hearing this nice intelligent segment, this intelligent, mature conversation?
I think it was very immature, but yes.
I hope you do, because when we come back for the next segment, we're going to get back to the bottom of HL's breakup and get into some more ratchetness.
Well, we might as well go ahead and get into that now because I'm going to play some music at the end, and we ain't going to have time to really address it. But I do want to address the comment where it was, I was using a victim's narrative. I think that is funny because it seems as if a victim's narrative is how am I making myself a victim? I was just like, she broke up because I didn't go to Ruth's Chris. That's just facts, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't really try to make myself out to be the victim because I understand how that is. But I think that a lot of times women don't see their roles and stuff. And because they never do anything wrong in situations, it's always the guy. And whenever women are held accountable versus holding themselves accountable, they will say, oh, he's using a victim's mentality. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that was the only thing that bothered me. And then she says, don't talk about him because she never disrespected me. I didn't disrespect you.
Okay.
But that was the end of that part. But you had a question about all of this.
Yeah, I asked you what I asked you during the break. All right, so she accomplishes something. This is major to her. Mm-hmm. And Ruth's Chris is how she would like to celebrate it. If we have two people who love each other in a relationship, I wonder, should a compromise be made because you know this is important to her to make her happy? I wonder, what's wrong with compromising in this regard and just taking her to Ruth's Chris because it makes the woman that you love happy?
Because it conflicts with my morals. That's like, for example, if it makes her happy to peg me, should I compromise my morals in that too?
I think you just answered the question. That's an unequivocal hell no. So it compromises your morals. All right.
I just don't believe in spending extravagant amount of money for food. I just don't. I think that is the dumbest. I think, and it's only because it's not even that. All right, so if Ruth's Chris is a good restaurant or whatever, that's fine. It better be good if you're charging that much money. Like, that is the minimum. That is like where the bar is at the lowest. You know what I mean? Like if you're charging $80 for a steak, then the least you could do was be the best restaurant there is, right? Yeah. However, I just don't like it when it's like people are told, oh, you're successful. If you're a successful person, you eat at Ruth's Chris. If you're a successful person, you go to Carolina Grill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. Like, I understand you want high-end stuff, and people want high-end stuff all the time, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just not going to subscribe to that.
Then that means your morals were different. You all were not on the same track.
Morally, we were different, and that's where it really falls down to.
And that's where it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not. And you know, and that's the thing. We can both walk away and not hate each other. Like for example, she tuned into the show, so she doesn't hate me. I don't hate her. I don't wish her ill will. But at the end of the day, I can't force myself to do things that I don't believe in, and I can't force her to do stuff that she doesn't believe in. But what I can do is accept the fact that we differ and we walk away.
I've said it once and I said it again. It is a fool's errand and a waste of time to try to be in a relationship, a serious relationship, with somebody who is not on the same track as you morally.
And that's why you need to have those conversations as they come, because and don't be scared of losing someone, because you'll gain somebody, you'll get somebody. You'll be all right, she'll be all right. Y'all live happily ever after. Just won't be cool. I mean, you can even be cool. You just won't be like that. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be back on that level, but yeah.
I mean, be fine.
Respect each other, have your morals, and you stand by your morals.
That's
regardless of what. If
that's
it means a woman doesn't be with you no more, then guess what? That's what it happens. But you still have your integrity. You can still look at yourself in the mirror, but I did not compromise myself.
That's right. And we get to play this now like adults, like mature men.
Yeah.
Which means it's time to hit the strip club and turn up right after the show and get over this breakup.
I'm morally opposed to strip clubs.
What?
Well, it's like this. I'm like this. I'm a hopeless romantic, right?
Oh, I know that. God. You laying out on me.
Let me keep it 100. I can't stand. Like if I don't like spending money at Ruth's Chris, do you really think I'm going to give a woman money for her attention?
Oh, bro, all you gotta do is give yourself a budget. $10.
It's not even about a budget. I'm not giving these hoes nothing.
What bro? $10, and then you can pick money up that's already on the floor,
and what am I getting out of it? What do I get for my money?
This is what you're getting. You're getting the visual display, right? But more
importantly,
some
ass I can see on Pornhub. A nicer ass on Pornhub.
But you can touch this one, and then this is
you can't touch them.
Oh yeah,
you can't clubs touch are lame. Strippers.
Those clubs are lame. But here's the real benefit, right? You put yourself in position to meet other loose women, and then you can knock down a few loose women as you get over that real woman.
I can knock down the loose woman by going to Walmart.
Okay, that's true. The one on New Bern Avenue at 2 a.m. is lit, especially on a Saturday. Bruh, that's
not. But what I'm saying is, I guess because people pile in the strip clubs and they all fight for the attentions of the same women. And I'm more or less like, I can pull a chick and we can just sit around the house naked.
I mean, I guess, but it's not, but you don't have the same energy, bro. You got to be in that, oh snap, I'm free. Let me go turn up somewhere and just blow this whole scene out and then start, it's like.
If I turn up, I go to a club.
A club?
I'll go to a club, I'll meet some random chick there and we'll dance the night away. And then I'll take her back and give her the sweet, hot, lovely relations.
But that's not ratchet enough. You just gotta go stupid ratchet with it.
I'm not a ratchet dude, bro. I am very low key when it comes to like partying and stuff like that. I did all that back in my 20s. Like there was a time where I would go in the strip club and I realized how stupid that was. Like for example, it's like for me, you ain't just gonna come, because the thing is, and I'm gonna tell you something else too about strip clubs. As a big dude, like strippers, they look at me different. They look at me like, oh, I'm about to get all his money. No, you're not.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to play this game with you. So I just don't go. I don't like strip clubs. I don't like that mentality of the women in the strip club. I don't like strippers. Like, Nah, I'm cool. I don't like flaunting my money in front of a bunch of dudes. Someone's gonna try to rob you if you have too much. It's like there is no benefit for me to try to go to a strip club. Like there's nothing. But what I can do is I get me 1 or 2 little shorties. We go to the crib. We watch Coming to America in our drawers. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Coming to America in your drawers with 2 chicks. All right, okay. I guess that's
smoking some weed, drinking a little bit, and having a good time.
All right, okay. You sound like the uncle who's elevated above the scene and to a whole new plane.
Call me Unc.
Of playerdom, of pimpdom.
Yo, it comes with wisdom, man. It literally comes with wisdom. And the funny thing is, if I would have stepped back and listened to all of my aunts and uncles and parents when I was 15, I'd be a billionaire right now.
Really? They were giving you that good advice?
They were giving great advice. Save your money. Don't splurge it on this. Invest. They were saying stuff like that when I didn't want to hear that stuff when I was young. Invest. I got money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was a knucklehead. I had my knucklehead years. Now I'm out of that knucklehead stage.
All right, okay. I feel you. That helps too, man. That keeps you from making a lot of mistakes. Speaking of the Nas X thing, mistaking somebody for a woman that's not really a woman. See, that's good because I got a lot of stories of me making that mistake because I was a knucklehead. So had I listened, would not have made that mistake.
Well, you tried to holler at a dude?
Yeah, by accident. Total accident. Complete accident. It was New Bern Avenue in Raleigh. I'm driving to Walmart.
You a New Bern? You just off New Bern Avenue. maybe you just need a GPS around New Bern Avenue for a little bit.
Hey, look, I was at the Walmart. I told you it was lit at the Walmart, New Bern, at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. And I saw what I thought was a woman, and she looked lost. And she was wearing some shorts. Legs were popping, looked like track star legs, right? And I just slid over in my car. You know, I drive a Benz, and that gives me a lot of attention. And I was like, hey, yo, do you need a ride? Are you good? And she was like, nah, I'm walking home. And I was like, all right, I'll give you a ride because I'm going back that way toward downtown. You know, she hopped in the ride, and we talking or whatever. And I was looking at the legs like, yo, you look like every chick I went to high school with that ran track that I wanted to get with, but I couldn't because I wasn't on that level. And she was laughing. And then we exchanged numbers. When we in the car, she gave me a number, right? I dropped her off, and she lived in this little hood spot on New Bern down from Cookout. And I went home.
Yo, you know, in that neighborhood, you that nigga that tried to mess with James, right? You know? Yo, that's the nigga that tried to hold James.
No, I don't want a reputation, yo. So I drove home. And the next day was Friday. I called her up and like, yeah, whatever, what you doing this weekend? And she was like, nothing. And I was like, all right, yo, you should come to the crib. We can watch a movie or whatever. I'm like, yeah, come to the crib. We gonna watch a movie. And I'm complimenting her on the legs and stuff like that because the legs look great.
She got 3 of them, bro. Which legs were you talking about?
And then I keep saying she because that's what I was under the impression of. At the time.
You have to be. Let's be respectful and call him a she.
Right. So I got a text message back that said, "Hey, by the way, you know I'm a TS girl, right?" And I had no idea what that was. I hit her back, said, "Yo, like, what's a TS girl? Like, what does that mean? Like, are you tall and sexy? Because you know, I agree.
Tall and sexy.
Agree. You are tall and sexy. To be honest with you, I agree." And then she hit me back saying transgender, and then that's when I had a dilemma, because part of me was immediately disgusted and angry and wanted to. You know, I went there emotionally. Like, I just wanted to punch her in the face. But
what did she do?
But see, this is what I did. I said, you know, I can't do that. I can't give in to that base emotion and get angry because I'm beyond that.
Because you're the one that stepped to her.
Right. And everybody has to be respected. It's all about inclusion. So I said, let me play this respectfully and hit her back saying, hey, I'm sorry. I thought you were a woman. Thought you was somebody else. I'm not into that, right? And then that's when it went way left. She hit me back saying, but I thought you said you liked my legs. I thought you said you liked my ass.
I thought you only had 2 legs. I didn't know you had 3. Did you say that?
Hit me, and at that point, he hit me with a flood of pictures of the first one I got. It looked like a bodybuilder's back. Taking one of those bathroom pictures
where
you put the booty on the sink. and take that back shot picture, my eyes started burning. I swear my eyes was burning, and I broke out into a sweat. And I could feel it, man. It was like a stinging pain in my neck, and I threw my phone down, and my phone broke, and I threw some alcohol, 99% alcohol on my phone, and I tried to rub out all of what had just infiltrated my phone, and then I never heard back. I turned on my phone.
You never heard back, so you was expecting a reply?
No, I turned on my phone an hour later. It was 100 pictures from this guy sending me sexy TS girl pictures.
So this man was sending you some sexy pictures?
I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, I mean, I guess if I had to say that it was sexy, because I thought it was sexy at the time, but I can't really say it was sexy now that I know it was a man, but at the time I thought it was a woman. Honestly speaking, it was kind of sexy.
Oh, man. I'm going to take you to Radio Shack. We're going to fix your gaydar.
Please do.
Good God, man. You can't be doing, oh, my God. Like, look, I'm going to tell you, I think, I guess because transgenders be in my inbox all the time on like dating apps and stuff, so I can pretty much like, oh yeah, that's a dude. Look at the nose, look at the neck and stuff like that. But I mean, I
feel good
I've never really gotten to that point. I think the worst was someone hit me up on like, I think it was Facebook Messenger or something, like, hey, you're cute or whatever. And I was like, and I saw like the little small picture.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks. What's up? How you doing? And then like I pressed the picture and I was like, that's a dude. And I just, closed and blocked. That's my thing. I'm more or less like three things happen. They hit me up, I say ill to myself, then I block.
And see, that's why I'm feel good about the situation, because I thought I had handled it in a mature manner.
You did.
Because I didn't go to the point of being discriminatory and saying you're disgusting. I just simply say, hey, I'm not into that. Now, in the back of my mind, I was disgusted, but I didn't let that come out.
And there's no need to. I mean, it's like this. When you express your feelings, what positive is coming from it? If you're not going to express your feelings in a positive way,
right,
and then what's the point of actually even doing it in the first place? That's how I look at it. So, I mean, you handled it like a G. You know what I'm saying? You handled it well. You did a lot better than a lot of dudes do. You find out these transgender women are being found dead all over the country. Mm-hmm. So at least you're not into that type of reaction.
Yeah.
However,
you know how hard it was to masturbate after that? It was just it was. I had a hard time.
Man, yo.
It was a hard time, man.
So you rode in a car with James. You and James, right?
I was parking lot pimping with James, bro. I had no idea.
Oh man. See, and that's borderline gay. There ain't nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just saying it's borderline gay. You think about it, like. Nah, let me stop playing. So this was one of the good transgenders. Like, must have been like a really made up stuff. Let me ask you, was he light skinned or dark skinned?
Caramel.
He was caramel.
Yeah, he was caramel.
Oh my god. Not light skinned. He was caramel. Yo, you might as well go holler at Butterscotch, man. go ahead and get your man. Hey, you never know. You might find love that way. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It's 2021. You can love who you love, and no one's gonna make you feel like less of a person for it.
We can be cordial. I'm just not into that, but we can be cordial.
I feel you, man. But see, that's the thing, though. It's like, at least, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna give 100 respect to homeboy or homegirl, because at least she was upfront about it. She told you, you know what I mean, that hey, because she gave you the choice. You know what I mean? Because like some of these go out there and try to trick their way into some. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At least she handled it properly. Both of y'all. Let me find my clap button to give both of y'all applause, because y'all both handled the situation well. And I just messed up. I think I clicked something I'm not supposed to click. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, I did click something I ain't supposed to click. I was just trying to clap. See, that's what happens when you try and do too much. Because I was just wanting to give y'all props, because like I said, oh, here we go. Let me give a good one.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
the gentleman just came in and said we're fired after this, so it's could be our last show.
But congrats to you, and we're gonna get your gaydar fixed. Don't worry, we're gonna take you to the strip club. That's why you like going to strip clubs now. Like,
oh man, yes, gotta compensate, overcompensate, bring me back the extreme right the other way.
Yo, but before we out, man, because you know it's that time. Anything you got to say to the peoples?
Yeah, man, make sure y'all follow me on